All righty, Tirade Tuesday. This is always your chance and your segment to tee off and rip and blast and crush whatever you want. It's your turn. It's your segment. I'm not determining the direction of this segment. 913-408-7710. As we get going on a Tirade Tuesday here on KCMO Talk Radio, 710 AM and 103.7 FM. And, of course, stream us wherever, but I suggest the all-new KCMO Talk Radio app. So let's do it, and let's start off. Where do we want to go first? Let's go to, you know what? I like this. Let's go to Brady's in Independence. Brad, you're first up, my man, on a Tirade Tuesday. What's happening?
Well, the Jean Pierre has her hairdo seems to be very similar to Sideshow Bomb.
You know, there's a lot of things I would criticize Karine Jean-Pierre over. I'm not sure the haircut would be on that short list, but I'm more concerned with the words coming out of her mouth than the haircut. But that's just me, Brad. I don't want to get in the way of your tirade, but that's where I would go with it.
Well, no, if it's not going to work, that's okay. Be out.
There's no wrong answer here, Brad. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Okay, bye-bye.
There's no wrong answer here on a Tirade Tuesday. I'm just throwing out my 2 cents. That's all. That's all we're doing. But, when I hear Karine Jean-Pierre yesterday, did you hear this? Let's turn up the hotkey.
To support the people on the ground. It's been a devastation, as we have seen. You've just mentioned the loss of life.
A devastation in Hawaii. Karine Jean-Pierre. That's, a lady of many words. A very broad vocabulary. A devastation. All right, Larry in Prairie Village. What's your tirade, Larry? Go.
Oh, I just hate this weaponization of law enforcement. Here they're coming after a poor innocent lamb like Trump from all directions. The man has never done anything wrong in his entire life. And law enforcement's got it in for him for some reason. The FBI, you name it. I don't know what turned these organizations so corrupt. But, my God, you see what they're doing. It's a public lynching with Trump. The man's angelic. He was sent from God. And now look what they're doing to him. It's ridiculous. That's all I got to say.
I'm sensing a little sarcasm, Larry, just a hair.
Well, no, it's so ridiculous. You guys, I hate the word woke, but you guys need to wake up. All this defense of Trump is making you look like fools. Anybody with common sense can see that, Trump's a criminal. Let's quit defending the guy.
There's your real time.
What about Hunter? What about Hunter, though? Huh? Yeah.
All right, Larry.
I get it.
Hey, have a good day there in Prairie Village. You have a blessed day, brother. Say hi to my woke friends in Prairie Village for me, would you? 913-408-7710. 913-408-7710 on a Tirade Tuesday. Jesse's on KCMO. What's your tirade, Jesse?
Hey, how's it going? This is about our wonderful President Biden. When you watched him on TV back in the day, you try to figure out what he was saying. Nowadays, you try to figure out if he just woke up from a nap or he's getting ready to take a nap.
That's true, Jesse. That's, of course, thank you very much, Jesse. That's, of course, when he's willing to actually talk to the media, which isn't all that frequent anymore.
Exactly, especially with what's going on in Hawaii, man.
I know. I know. Thank you so much there.
I appreciate what you guys do, man.
All right. You as well, Jesse. Have a great day. Appreciate it. 913-408-7710. 913-408-7710. Eddie in Northtown. What's your tirade, Eddie?
Hey, mine is about people walking down the middle of the parking lot, bro, without paying attention. They need to put a license plate on their butt. So they're just oblivious.
Now, is there a specific store that you have dealt with that is worse than others in terms of the customers being completely clueless in the parking lot?
Costco.
Costco's the worst, you're saying. Okay.
Well, it's the one I experience most. Costco and Hy-Vee, it's the one I go to, but I'm sure they don't have a monopoly on it, man. People, they're oblivious. They walk down the middle of the aisle with kids in their shopping cart. They need to put a sticker with the license plate on their butt so they can do it legally. So,
Thank you, Eddie. Those are always my favorite tirades. Well done there, Eddie, on a tirade Tuesday.
I share his viewpoint. That is a metro-wide problem.
Well, I would just say this, and I agree. I try to be very cognizant of it as somebody who oftentimes has kids, pushing them through the parking lot. Stay on the side. Stay on the side. However, here's the thing. When you got kids and you're pushing them in the carts through the parking lots, you got to be also cautious that the people that are pulling out of the parking lots are paying attention to what's going on around them. So it's kind of a catch-22 where you want to do right by the drivers, but then you also have to watch out for your kids because you see people pulling out of these parking lots and out of their spots, and they're on their phones, they're not paying attention, and they're almost hitting people.
Head on a swivel. I'm with you, but I stay to the right or the left, depending, and I'm looking in cars as I go. I'm looking for the reverse lights already on. There's plenty of warnings.
All right. Well, now John and I are going to go at it, and I don't want to get off track here. But we'll have to square this one away maybe after the show, John. Or maybe they'll save that for the 9 o'clock hour. Steve in KCK. What do you got, Steve, on a Tirade Tuesday? Go ahead.
All right. Now, the price of gas has doubled. The price of milk has doubled. The price of car tires, everything is double what it was 3 years ago. So if you was making $30 an hour, you're now making $15 an hour. If you was making $15 an hour, you're now making $7.50 an hour. Congratulations, Democrats. You've made $15 an hour minimum wage. Thanks.
Thank you,
A
Steve.
poor working-class family really thanks you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Steve. 913-408-7710 on a Tirade Tuesday on KCMO. Let's go to John. He's in Topeka. John, Tirade, go.
Hey, good morning. If anything I've learned from the Australian wildfires with all the people that set all those fires, like 95% of them were set intentionally by people who were woke climate activists. I say investigate Maui because I did a little research, and there were several people arrested last year for trying to start fires in and around the same area, and those people were out on bail or just set free. So anyhow, don't know if they were unsuccessful last year, but you can look them up and find them online. And, it's just they're there. They were trying to set fires last year, so why wouldn't they try again this year? And being that the state was so well prepared, in less than 6 hours they got billions of dollars ready to go. When has the government ever moved that fast on anything ever before? So that just threw up suspicions all over the place for me.
All right. Thank you very much there, John. I know there's some suspicions out there. I got to see more. Jeff and Shawnee, what's your tirade, Jeff, on a Tirade Tuesday?
Hey, first of all, I'd love to have a sit-down talk with Larry in Prairie Village. I'm sure he had a government job and he's part socialist. But anyway, if Trump has all these people that are backing him and all these radicals, where are they at? Why aren't they in the streets? If it's truly from the media, all these white supremacists and stuff, how come they're not on the street just going crazy?
I know you want to answer your own question there, Jeff, but obviously because the media is lying about, the 99.999% of supporters.
Yeah, and Antifa burned down all these cities and all this stuff. I got a feeling if this was a Democratic person, they would just be rioting, but it's just all you hear is crickets down in Georgia, man.
Yeah, no, and that's something. Thank you very much there, Jeff. That is something that, Eric Erickson, WSB Radio in Atlanta, said earlier on this show, and he's no Trump sycophant by any stretch. He's not. But he said on this show, he goes, just another day in Georgia. There's no protests. No one's burning down buildings in the name of Trump and MAGA. That's not happening. Interesting how that goes. Coming up next, this story, I believe, got overlooked last week. Very good Tirade Tuesday, by the way. This story got overlooked last week, and it was only the Heartlander here in Kansas City that had the story about one of our local school districts turning down grant money that would have forced them to promote certain social agendas. Got to give credit where it's due, even though they almost fell for it. Michael Ryan on that next.